Stack, man. Top of the Miggy Fliggity morning, man. How everybody feeling? Get my glasses over here. Oh, top of the morning, top of the morning. Ooh. Need these glasses so I can see, man. These readers. Top of the morning, top of the morning. God is good. Top of the morning, God is good all the time. Happy Sunday, people. Happy Sunday. When you're coming in, do me a favor, tap that like button when you come in. I want to talk about some things going on, man. We got to save this money. We got to stop spending our money, y'all. We're going through some things. Amber, top of the morning, sweetheart. Where you from, mama? I'm from Las Vegas. And do me a favor, tap that like button when you get in. Grab you a cup of coffee. Stay a while. You know, we got to talk about this money issue going on out here. You know, people, we need to be saving our bread, period. We don't need to be spending it. It's a recession, you dig? Hey, D'Amber, I love your city. I'm always out there. When I'm there, I always stay in West Midtown. I actually, the first time I was there, I actually flew out there just so I could climb the top of Stone Mountain and watch the sunrise at 7:11 a.m. Real beautiful, man. I love your city. Love your city, D'Amber. You guys hit that like button when you come in. And we're going to talk about, man, on this good Sunday before we go to service today. I'm out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. We're going to talk about this money thing, man. Guys, I hope you guys have been saving your money. Yeah, D'Amber, awesome. Top of it, guys. Come on in, man, and smash the like button when you come in the room, please, and share this live. I always like to give these morning affirmations so we can concentrate on these wins, which is waking up today, getting our coffee, making our bed, being able to see our family. But guys, I need you to start saving your money, man. All that talk, man, now about going to the Gucci store, going to the Louis store, buying this and that don't mean shit now, cause the world after the first, if y'all think shit is bad now after the first, and my birthday is tomorrow too, just so y'all know. After the first, it's over. Like the crime rate is gonna go up around the country. Hey, Brenda, top of the morning. Thank you, sweetheart. Let me know where you from. And guys, when you come in, do me a favor, smash that like button. Just tap the button, hit the like button at the top of the screen, like the live. So we get these numbers up and we get more people in the chat. And guys, let me know where you're from. Let me get a roll call from Las Vegas, Nevada. If you've never been in my live before, guys, I'm born and raised in Las Vegas. I'm 48. I will be 49 tomorrow at midnight. All right. It's currently 6:30 in the morning, and I'm ex-law enforcement from age 17 to 30. Then I was a street hustler. I was a hustler, big time hustler. After that, after age 30, and then hey man, delivered by the grace of God 8 years ago. Would I rather be immortal and healthy or have the ability to go back in time, but still age naturally? I would rather be immortal. That's a good question. You know what? I wanna pin your message. That's a great question. Muna, send it to me. Gulf Coast, what's up with you, Gulf Coast? Guys, tap the like button when you come in the room, please. Tap that like button when you come in here. Oh man, Odin, we don't do that up in here, bro. We don't do that up in here. Guys, one thing in my chat, man, I don't care if y'all troll, but we don't get in here doing racial slurs, slurs against people's sexuality. We don't do that over here. Been making video games, music, and staying out of trouble. Yeah, man. Hey, all is well. My birthday is tomorrow. So, man, I've been kind of celebrating my birthday for the last couple days, people. Elmi. Nah, I do mine at night. Cause that gas that I got, man, hey, it'll put you to sleep. But God, man, look, and I'm sorry about your mother, but God, and God is good. But God, I need y'all to be saving your money, man. If y'all don't know anything by now, I hope y'all been saving y'all bread. I hope y'all been saving y'all bread because, man, come the first, man, this country about to get turned upside down. You dig? Because, yeah, they finna get rid of these food stamps. They taking people insurance and all that. And this ain't no Democratic, Republican talk or any of that stuff. It affects a whole lot of people. Do you know how many billions of dollars that these grocery stores are not gonna be getting now? That means the price of everything is going up. If y'all ain't paid attention, kind man, I see that kind man. And I'm gonna try to Gulf Coast. Guys, do me a favor. If y'all wanna make me have a good birthday, smash the like button when you come in here. I do these lives every day. Um, yeah, see, guys, it's like I said, from being ex-law enforcement, and I'm gonna tell y'all because I keep it real on my chat. Don't nobody keep it real in they chat like I do. Let me tell you something. I'm not going hungry for nothing. You understand what I'm saying? So if I was the average person and I had a family, which I don't have a family, my daughter's 28 years old. She'll be 29 next month. She'll be 29 in about 23 days, 24 days. Um, Man, I'm gonna do what I gotta do, even if I gotta go in the store shoplift and get me some food. You know, the veterans, they not doing nothing to help these veterans. They're not doing nothing to help these veterans out here. They making these veterans homeless. And what are you gonna do in your city when this crime goes up? Because people gotta eat. That's one thing. People, it's a few things that people have, God. That you gotta eat. You got to have some water. Because if your water shut off, man, you can't do nothing with your water shut off. You can't even take a shit if your water shut off. You don't pay your water bill. You can't take a shit. You can't wash your face. You can't wash your ass. You can't do none of that stuff. Hey, kind man. Hey, and I'm totally with it. If you got guys, you got a scam to get yours. Hey, man, I'm all for it because ain't nobody going hungry around this joint. You feel me? Kind man. What kind man? I'll risk my freedom to eat. I risked my freedom many days when I was a hustler, man, for 5, 6 years. I risked my freedom each and every day because without risk, there's no reward. Hey, Elmi, check this out. The government is so shut down. And guys, smash that like button, man, when y'all coming up in here and share this live. Let's get it, man, before I go to church today. I'm trying to get some good blessings, man, and get some good affirmations. Um, Yeah, hell yeah. They can send this money to other countries, $40 billion, but we can't get shit. Let me break something down to y'all. Guys, listen to me. My favorite number is seven. My favorite number is seven. And I need you guys to answer with a seven. That meaning yes or no. Do y'all remember when I don't know how old everybody is in here, but do you guys, if you remember the recession back in 07, '08, throw a seven up for me if you remember the recession. Overname everything, and it was business. And I made a whole lot of money. Okay, the OA stuff. Okay, now, do y'all remember back? Okay, now let me tell you how messed up this government is. Right, back in '08, we had Jesse Ventura, who used to be a wrestler, pro wrestler. I forgot what state he was a senator for. I can't remember. I don't want to lie to you. But let me tell you what he said during that recession. He said, "Look, we have roughly 375 documented Americans in this country." He said, "If we want to get the recession up, he said we want to get the economy back right. Why don't we just give everybody $1 million?" He said if we give people $1 million, That means everybody can pay their house off, they can pay their car off, they can pay their credit card bills off, but they don't want you to pay your bills off. They want you to be in debt to these banks, right? They want you to be in debt to these banks. So they did not, they wasn't having the $1 million. But what they did do was sign something called the bailout bill and gave the banks $70 billion. See, they gave the banks 70 billion. If you just gave every American something, you wouldn't even have gave us a half of 1 billion. But you gave them 70 billion because they don't want you to pay your bills off. They want you to be in debt with these banks. Without all this interest that y'all pay on these houses. See, most of you guys, when you get a house, you get a 30-year loan instead of getting yourself a 15-year loan and making 2 extra payments to your principal for 15 years. Or when you get a 15-year loan, if you pay half of your house payment every 2 weeks, twice a month, if you pay half of your house payment, you will pay that house off in 9 years. 9 years. They're not going to tell you that because, and so you're going to save 21 years of interest that you just giving the bank money. That's real game. And so now this is what we about to go through right now. But it ain't the housing market. It's going to be food, because when there's no food and there's no money, well, people are going to eat. That means crime is going to go up. That means people are going to be getting robbed. People are going to be getting mugged, as they call it on the East Coast. Because I don't know about y'all, but I'm telling you, me personally, I ain't going hungry. I'm not going hungry. Overname, that's a whole nother live of why I stopped. You gonna know I stopped? Stay with the channel, man. You can look at a lot of my videos to see why I stopped. I stopped because it was the right thing to do, but that's a whole nother story. Maybe I'll tell that at the end if I get my likes up. I'll tell you guys why I jumped out of the streets. But let's get these likes up. I got 75 people in here and 13 likes. Guys, you got to be putting your money away, man. A kind man, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, kind man. They didn't give us shit during COVID. That was your own hard-earned money. Man, realize how finances go, people. Because I don't talk to y'all like you stupid. Go look and see how much debt America is in. Go look and see how much debt we're in, right? We print our own money. So that means ain't nothing behind our money. It's just paper. It's not worth anything. Matter of fact, I will make a personal bet with some of y'all right now. If you were to go look up right now, and y'all see me sitting here, I ain't even looking. If you was to go Google where our money, American money, where our money ranks in the world, we're about number 9 or 10. There are currencies out there that you ain't never even heard of that carry more weight than the American dollar. Now go Google that and come back. It's currencies that you can't even pronounce that's worth more than the US dollar. And the euro is not even, euro is just like maybe one or two steps above us. They got some currencies that I can't even pronounce. Our money don't carry that weight. So where we at? And keep in mind, they'll cut off funding for Americans, but keep sending to foreign. Yeah, that's my thing. How do y'all feel about that? You know, fuck all that Democrat, Republican shit. We don't care about that. How do y'all feel about we can't get none of our money, but they sending money to other countries? And nothing against anybody that's in another country. But I was taught to take care of my house first. If I got one chicken here and I got a family, I'm not gonna feed the neighbors and their family and not feed my family first. That's just ludicrous. If y'all want to know why I got out of the streets, man, give 50 likes up, and I'm gonna tell you why. Cause I got a very interesting story. In my city, bums was whipping foreign. And is that right, kind man? Where you from? Where you from, kind man? Let's get these likes up, people. If you want to know why I was law enforcement, and then when I left law enforcement, I jumped into the streets and made a whole lot of money, man. Cause I was so, and I can talk about it because the statute of limitations is up. This is why I'm qualified to talk about law because I was in law enforcement from age 17 to 30 years old. Not only was I a cadet, a corrections officer, a police officer, a detective, worked in a gang unit, I did narcotics, and I even did vice. I know how the system goes, right? So when I jumped in the streets, I know what it is I shouldn't do. I knew the protocol. And then I knew when it was time to get the fuck up out of there. But if y'all want to know that story, give me up to 50 likes, and I will break off from this subject, and I'll tell you all about it. Hella sure 8. Hey, hella sure 8. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that love. Man, like I said, man, my birthday's tomorrow. I've been celebrating people's birthdays for the all weekend. I'm out here in Las Vegas. They just had the big football game. They had the verses last night. You know, I don't go to shit like that. I don't hang out like that. But today, I'm finna kick it my way and bring my birthday in tonight. Rice King, send the IRS a 14. Yeah, Gulf Coast. Man, overname. I'll be 49 years old tomorrow, Brody. I know I don't look like it, but I'm just a fly motherfucker, man, who kept his body in shape. And I don't doubt my beard either. Like I wish this motherfucker would turn gray. I wish I had a big ass gray streak right down the middle of this motherfucker. But I don't have a gray hair in my beard or on top of my head. And I got a head full of waves. Only in the hood and in the city, motherfuckers ain't getting mugged out here in the woods, my guy. Oh yeah, yeah. That's true. Hey, so tatted. Let me pin your message. Hey, so tatted. Where you from, Brody? Where you from, Brody? So tatted. Hey, kind man. I got money from shit back. Hey, and that's what you do. You never get caught. I definitely will give y'all that my hustling story, man. I would love to tell. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that for the people who join my members only group who pay a subscription. I'm gonna go through from point A all the way down to Z of my entire story of being law enforcement, why I left law enforcement, why I got into the streets, everything I did in the streets, how I was getting this bread. Shit, I used to get $80,000 a week FedEx to my front door twice a week from somebody I never knew because I couldn't pick money up anymore. Western Union, I mean, you can't send that kind of money. You know, twice a week like clockwork. Every Monday and every like Thursday and Friday, I'm getting $80,000 in a little bag, FedEx bag overnight to my house from somebody I never met. That was just for one thing. Yeah, I was definitely what you call a baller, and no, and I didn't get caught because I knew what I should not do. I knew the protocol, and I look at everything as business, y'all. I don't care if it's $20 or $20,000. I look at it all the same. Roll, Trump closing the border so nobody. Hey, Roll. I'm looking at your comment. Tell me where you from, Roll. Because the thing is, they may close the borders, but those of us on the West Coast know they not closing the borders because they have tunnels that's all through Mexico that lead to America. They got so many tunnels in Mexico that when you walk through the tunnel, you might come up and you might be in an old lady's bedroom up under the bed or something. They got tunnels like a motherfucker, man. How you think El Chapo broke out of prison? Through a tunnel. Dash. Kimbo. Hey, rest in peace, Kimbo Slice. There's a reason why gold is surging up. Money. Yes, hold up, man, hold up. Gulf Coast. Let me pin your comment, Brody. Now, now what Gulf Coast just said, this is the reason why money ain't worth anything. Muammar Gaddafi, If you know who Muammar Gaddafi was, he was over Libya. When he was deleted, what Muammar Gaddafi was doing was, see, cause back in the day, I think this guy signed off in, I don't want to lie to you guys, it might have been 1968 or 1972. Here in the United States, the president in charge signed off and said that we don't have to have our money backed up by gold. Okay, because see, for every dollar you print, you're supposed to have it backed up by gold, or else it's not worth anything. This is why money's not worth shit. Now, all the other countries, the money they print is backed up by gold, especially Libya. Libya is rich in gold. Libya is rich in diamonds, all that stuff. Well, Muammar Gaddafi was about this close to getting it back to the way it used to be, to where you had to have your money backed up by gold. And if a country thought that you were lying about, saying that you had a certain amount of money, they would be able to take a sneaky peek into your reserve. Basically, he made it so he was going to make it so other people could audit your reserve to say, okay, they said they got this many trillion dollars. Okay, well, they do have this much gold. Now, if that would have happened, it really would have sent our money. But you see what happened to Muammar Gaddafi, right? And so our money's not backed up with gold. So it's not worth anything. So when they sign these bills, guys, I want you to understand something. When these bills, let's get the likes up, guys. Let's get the likes up to 50. I got 115 people in here and 29 likes. Let's get these likes up, people, on this beautiful Sunday. God is good. And he sent me this message for y'all. Man, so when you have you ever took the time to realize that we're already in debt as a country? All they do is sign a piece of paper and saying, hey, I'm going to give you guys a stimulus check. Well, he ain't giving you anything. That's your money. That's your taxpaying money. That's the taxpayers' money. That belongs to you. So when they sign these orders, even these PPP loans, guys, even the PPP loan, right? The PPP loan. If you got a PPP loan, all you had to do was, after the PP loan was over, was go back to wherever you got your loan at, and check a little box saying, yes, I did receive this money, and yes, I did use it for my payroll. And as long as you click them two boxes, guess what? Your loan got dismissed and it got turned into a grant. But you had all of these other banks that were in charge of PPP loans, because they was giving everybody these loans because the government, backed them 90%. Meaning that if a person did not pay their loan back, the government would give the banks up to 90% of the loan. That's why it's so easy to get a PPP loan. And people still going to prison for that shit, for getting them bad loans. Kind man, speak on it. Gold standard was a boss. Okay. Oh, so Tatty, it was the 60s. It was. And see, they need to bring that back. So the game they playing now is Bitcoin. We do need to wake up, Darren. Wake the hell up. Hey, Gulf Coast. You see what you said? You've been in the game. There's not a single drug in the street. The government allows all this stuff over here, man. I mean, use your head. I'm born and raised in Las Vegas. Man, listen. I told somebody a long time ago. This is like when I was a cop. This is like 2000 and... I told somebody like 2003. And like 2003, I said, one day weed is going to be legal in Nevada. One day weed is going to be legal. I said, as soon as they figure out how to tax it, it's going to be legal. And guess what? Boom, later on, it became legal. Now, this is where they getting over on all the places where the weed is legal. So let me game y'all up. If weed is legal in your city, throw a 7 up for me. I'm going to put you up on some game. Yeah, people are the currency. Hey, Darren and Sparkle Kyle. People are the currency. That's why they sending people to jail, so they can now send your ass off from jail to go work for somebody for a fee. That's a whole nother name for slavery, y'all. Foreign exchange reserve, even if it's slipping, we're still a superpower because of the economy, military, financial markets are unmatched. Okay, PBD, I definitely dig that, but our dollar is not number one anymore. It's other currencies that outweigh our currency. You know, and to keep it so real with you, like I said, my daughter's 28 years old. Okay. Well, my daughter's in the 8th grade. I sent her to Europe for her 8th grade trip. 12 days in Europe. Okay. Everything had to pay all these fees and pay for everything up front, all her meals, to stay at the hostel, to get her Euro pass, all that shit. So I needed to give her $500 of spending money, and that would have been enough for her to just, for 12 days, because everything is paid for. Her 3 meals a day, all of her trips and, going to the Vatican, all that shit is paid for when I sent her out there. So at that time, guys, it cost me $850 US to get 500 euros. At that time, it took $1.75 of our money to make $1 of euro. This is back in, let's see, she graduated 2015, so that's around 2010. 2011. Kind man, they was, and they doing it now. Hey, Chloe Williams, it is two different things. I still know the law. I enforce the law. Matter of fact, I was a field training officer for 4 years. I taught people how to enforce the law. All the law is based off of all the laws is based off of what a reasonable person would think. And I can guarantee you that a lot of good information that I've given people have kept their ass up out of jail. A lot of information that I give people have kept people from getting indicted because I moved in the streets myself. So yeah, I'm probably a little bit, yeah, I know a little bit about that law too, and how to move throughout it and how to move through these loopholes. This is why I don't have these problems. This is why my content, and I show all these rappers getting caught doing shit, and these entertainers, because they moving sloppy. They moving hella sloppy. Just like with this whole Diddy thing. You got a bunch of minors down there with Mr. Busby in Houston that are suing civilly. They're taking all his money, and you're signing non-disclosure forms, and they're settling out of court, and they can't even talk about how much money they got. You can't even discuss how much money you got from the lawsuit. But as soon as one of these minors don't get paid, you will see them in court filing a criminal case against Diddy, and then his ass is cooked again. He'll never see the light of day. But if y'all have been on my channel long enough, I told y'all when Diddy first got in trouble with Cassie that all of this was coming. It's documented on my page. Overnamed Beast, I'm 48, brother. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's done, and they not finished playing with him yet. You think they done with Diddy? They're not done with him. They just getting started. Listen, let me tell you what I believe, and just bear with me, people. And Darren, and I want to see the Epstein film too. But you notice they're not showing that. See, they don't want you to know that part, because I'm gonna tell you guys got a son. Y'all appreciate it. Let me tell you guys something, man. They be erasing stuff off of YouTube, off social media. You gotta pay attention. They erase stuff. I personally, my right hand to God. If I'm lying, I'm dying. I personally saw a video with Chris Tucker, Bill Clinton, And it was, I can't remember the other star, but it was Chris Tucker and Bill Clinton getting on a private jet together, going to Epstein Island. See, y'all didn't know Chris Tucker been to Epstein Island, did you? I saw that video myself. I can't find it no more. You gotta understand. See, you will see raw videos, and now they disappearing, and now everybody's doing this AI thing. This is the only reason why I post and why I come on here and I talk to people to try to keep people aware of what's really going on. On my page, I don't do no editing. I don't do no editing. It's as raw as it comes. I put the information out. I don't have no fancy intro. I don't have no fancy outro, which I could do all that shit because it's more important to me to get this message out. Has Holio, Diddy getting out of jail to promote his autographed baby oil. I like that one, man. Hey, if anybody from Atlanta, let me tell y'all a story, man, about this baby oil and Astroglide shit. Man, I was in Atlanta and I went to one of the adult bookstores. And so I wanted to do something funny like a skit, right? And so I went in there, man, and I was looking for the Astroglide. So the thing was, I was going to hold all the Astroglide that was on the shelf, like in my hands, and make some videos and make some content. But guess what? They didn't have none. They was fresh out. Like, man, they need to promote him and give him a commercial for that Astroglide. Hey, Kyle, thank you. That really felt good. Thank you. Thank you for that love, Kyle. Thank you. You know, and Darren, that's how I feel about Trump. You know, I mean, like I said, I don't want to get all political in here. Hey, Sonya, thank you for that super chat, sweetheart. Thank you for that super chat. I appreciate that, Sonya. Where are you from? Tell me about yourself. See, when people invest in me, I invest back. And just so you know, Sonya, that's going to go to help some homeless people. I give you my word. Anything you guys super chat me is going to the homeless. You want some coffee? Wake, pray, and slay. Anything that I get is going to the homeless, man. I do a lot with the homeless out here. So like I said, I live the life that I talk about. It ain't nothing for me to go to Little Caesars Pizza and get me buy me 20 pieces, which means I get 40 for the price of 20 and go pass out pizza to the homeless people. Or when it was hot outside, going to go get cases of ice cold water. So these people ain't out here struggling. See, when y'all come to Las Vegas, when y'all come to my city, all you see is the strip. You see the glitz, you see the glamour. But what you ain't knowing is when you go down Las Vegas Boulevard, if you stay on that street and keep going north, you're going to see the biggest homeless population in Las Vegas. Kids out here doing bad, bathing on the sidewalk like a third world country. It's parts of Vegas that look like a third world country, people. But this is Las Vegas, and this is my home. I'm born and raised here. Sonya, thank you. I appreciate that, Sonya. I appreciate that. Hey, Caleb, Jesus is Lord. Because at the end of the day, y'all, guys, do me a favor. Get these likes up, man. Get the likes up. Let's get these likes up. At the end of the day, what my goal is, guys, I want to sit to the left of God. God, we got Jesus right here to the left. I want to sit to the left of Jesus. This is why I do what I do. I'm trying to live my life according to him. I want God to order my footsteps. Because at the end of the day, if God was to take me right now, I can answer for everything that I've done. The question is, can you answer for what you've done? Because they're not going to ask me. Jesus is not going to ask me when I stand in front of my maker, hey, what did Caleb do? What did Sonya do? They're going to ask me my name is Eric. They're going to ask me what Eric did. That's what they're going to ask. And I got the answers. Darren, you can have the Christ mindset. All you got to do is let him in. He wants to be in your life. Don't you understand? He wants to be in your life. He's been in your life. He's never left you. Guys, I would tell anybody, man, to sit back and think about, that's right, Sonya, and he wants, let me pin your comments, Sonya. He wants us to have a pure heart, and he gives us grace. He understands that we're going to fall short of the glory of God from time to time. This is why you repent. But only repent if you really are tired of doing and living the way that you live in, because you're not fooling anybody but yourself. That's right, Sonya. I just said that. You have to stay on that path. You got to stay on that path, you know. But where we fall short at with this church thing is we're trying to be perfect. And guess what? You are not going to be perfect. I'm not going to be perfect. I don't care what you try to do. You cannot, listen. Let me show y'all, man. I keep mine right here, man. I keep my study Bible right here. See this right here? You are not going to be perfect. You cannot live by all of this right here each and every day and make a mistake. See, I told you, this is the first thing I read every morning. You're not going to be able to live a perfect life. So stop trying to be perfect and just have a pure heart. We are not worthy. Let me tell you, let me tell you something, Caleb. The Lord kept me when I felt like I shouldn't have even been kept. Do you understand me? He kept me when I feel that I shouldn't have even been kept. See, God is gonna keep you if you in the streets. He gonna keep you in the streets. He gonna keep you no matter what you have going on. Even if it's something negative, God has his hands wrapped around you. And and what I would tell everybody to be doing, what I would be telling everybody to do is to take some time and sit back and reflect upon your life. Go way back to when you was a kid and start thinking about all these things that almost happened. Everything that you've been through, how you fell out the tree and you could have broke your neck, but you ain't even have a scratch. About how you got in a car accident and everybody was injured but you. This is what I would tell you to sit back and think about. Guys, I had a heart attack a few years ago. Matter of fact, first I fell down a flight of my steps, broke my foot, didn't go to the doctor. I couldn't walk. I had a heart attack 3 months later. Not because I eat bad, but because I'm dealing with everybody else's stress. But I've been in car accidents. Like I said, I'm ex-law enforcement. I have deleted not one, but 2 people that tried to take my life. And God kept me. And I'm here right now to give y'all this message, y'all. And God, I'm not no pastor. I'm not churchy. Churchy meaning I don't go around quoting scriptures. I don't quote scriptures. I have my own personal relationship with my Lord and Savior, man. I talk to God every day just like I'm talking to y'all. Hey, God, hey, man, thanks for waking me up today. Thanks for letting me be able to breathe. Thanks for letting me be able to smell, taste, touch, and see and hear. I appreciate that. And today, Lord, please give me the strength to go on. Please give me the strength to go on. And that's right, we are Scorpios, baby. Scorpio. We a whole different breed, man. These Scorpios. He is in our Sonya. You got me over here. You got me on one, Sonya. God is in our heart, man. And you have to make sure you take him wherever you go because he wants you to turn to him. You guys, listen. Let me get real deep with y'all, man. You don't have to get dressed up to go to church. See, a lot of y'all not worshiping. God, let me tell you, when I go to church, I never have a suit on. I might have some Cartier shades on, a hat, shorts, some Jordans. I come as I am. And my church is the shit. I wish my church would stream. I streamed my church on here before, and not many people watched it. But, man, if you seen my pastor, man, you would want to come to my church in Las Vegas. Because he's an X-Street dude. And everybody in my church is X-Street something. And it's a beautiful thing because we all love Christ at the end of the day. See, It doesn't matter what your religion is. It don't matter what your religion is. Don't matter whether you're Buddhist, don't matter whether you're Jewish, it don't matter. None of that matters. At the end of the day, we are all trying to get to the same place, are we not? Guys, if you think we all trying to get to the same place, no matter what your denomination is, throw a 7 up for me, please. Throw a 7 up for me, please. Hey, Darren, let me pin that comment. And that's right. That's right, Darren. Jesus did not have a religion. With all this denomination came division. With denomination came division. He didn't have no religion. So guess what? That word Christianity, that's not even in the Bible, y'all. That's not even in the Bible. Christianity is not even in the Bible. That's a man-made word. We're all trying to get there. We are all trying to get there. And I have been saved since 2010. Since the day, guys, let me tell y'all, if you want to hear a real personal story about how I got saved, throw a 7 up in the air, man. I'm gonna really drop some game on y'all. You about to get the truest story that anybody ever told you. Thank you, Sonya. Hey, Brahim. I study the Quran as well, and I'm gonna tell you, the most peaceful place that I have ever been in my life was into a mosque. A mosque is the most peaceful place I have ever been in my life, was a mosque. Straight up. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Okay, guys, this is how I got saved. You guys can hear me, right? Make sure you listen. When my mother died, my mother died August 25th, 2010. And if I'm lying, Lord, please strike me down. Well, my mom had a phone. She had her phone, right? So like this phone right here, notice, look, I'm finna turn it off. Look, it's off. The phone is off. Phone is off. My mother was dead 10 days before we buried her. She was dead. Her phone was sitting on the counter. Just like I'm gonna sit this phone on the counter. It had been dead. It was dead 3 days after she died. Like, it was dead. We had no reason to charge it. It wasn't on. So the day of my mother's funeral, while me, my dad, and some other family members are waiting for the limo to come pick us up, right? To take me to my mother's funeral. And I had a cousin who flew in that was going to preach part of my mother's funeral, right? As we're waiting for that limo to come, I pick up my phone. My phone started vibrating, y'all. It's vibrating. And my phone says, Mama, 702-366-5353. I got a call from my mother from the grave. And I took my phone. My phone was vibrating. I showed it to my dad like that. I said, look. And he looked. He said, yo, mom trying to tell you that she okay. Because number one, my mom is gone. Her phone is dead. It's sitting right there. It's dead. It had been dead. It had been dead for about a week. And I often wonder what would have happened if I would have slid that button and hit talk. But my mom called me for the grave. It scared me so bad. My cousin, who's a pastor, I told him right then and there, I took him upstairs. I said, I want to be saved. I want to turn my life over to God. And that's the day I got saved, and that's why I got saved. And that's a real live story, man. I wouldn't even play about my mom, passing away. I got a call from her. Mama, 702-366-5353. Showed it to my father, because I'm my only child. I said, look, Dad. And he said, man, your mom trying to tell you she okay. And that's the truth. Well, Luke Hall, here's the thing. We're not here to judge anybody, and that's another big thing that y'all got to stop doing is judging each other and coming up behind each other saying what you shouldn't do. See, guys, no disrespect, because I love everybody in this chat, but it is none of our business to talk about what the next person should or should not be doing. You should only be worried about yourself. We are only supposed to be worried about ourselves and what we doing. See, that's why people are church hurt. This is why people don't go to church. Is because, oh, thank you, Luke Hall. Yeah, we're not even supposed to be worried about what the next person have going on. We're supposed to be worried about what we have going on. You know what I'm saying? One thing my dad always told me, he said, son, if you keep your mind on your own business, you will find that you don't have time to worry about anyone else's. So when you have now this is a real touchy subject, y'all. Now, I have nothing against the community, the rainbow community. I have nothing against them. I regard every man and woman on this planet as a human being. I don't care about your color. I don't care about your political affiliation. I don't care about your mental. You could be racist. I still love you. I love everybody. Because you're supposed to have a heart as light as a feather, okay? I don't get into that. But you got so many people judging these people who are from the rainbow community, telling them, oh, you going to hell. Well, how do you know? You don't know where they going. Like, I promise you don't know. And it ain't for you to know. It ain't for you to worry about where they going and how they getting there. It's just important for you to drop that word and say, hey, you know what? That's not of God. You can tell, hey, that's not of God. God don't like that. But you can't tell somebody, are you going to hell? Because now you're being judgmental. And we can't be judgmental. All we can do is drop these seeds of greatness that the good Lord has put inside of us to pass on to other people. We could pass those seeds along and hope that somebody that ain't moving right, because it's not just the rainbow community people. It's a lot. It's a lot of You got the ones who, excuse me, guys. You got the ones who are still sitting here running the streets, sleeping with 1,000 men, sleeping with 1,000 women. We're not gonna itemize sin. People always want to itemize sin when it comes to this church thing, and say, oh, you're so bad and you're worse. You're worse because you're sleeping around. But a sin is a sin at the end of the day. And we all sin each and every day. This is why I told you, when I go to church, I don't get dressed up. I refuse to go to a church where where they telling you take your hat off, take your glasses off, because God told me to come as I am. So nor do I go around here quoting scriptures, which I sleep to the Bible each and every night. I take this phone, or I take my TV, I turn and I listen to the Bible. That's what puts me to sleep every night. And I wake up and it's playing. But that's my little thing. Darren, for sure. For sure, Darren. One day maybe we do need to meet up and talk. I'm here to talk, man, to anybody about the good Lord and moving right and loving each other. I don't care about that color shit. I wish that this world was not so messed up to where everybody's thinking, oh, well, you're a Democrat, you're a Republican. I don't care about that shit. I want people around me that are going to treat others right and treat me right. That's how it is. I wish they didn't have this. The way that this world works, they make us have division. They make us be at each other's throat. That's right, Sonya, we do. Oh, Darren, they go to school to judge. Right. Uncharted, 7 again, Black King. Some people like to be in other people's business. Just saying, they do. People like to be in other people's business. And like I said, Uncharted, if a person minds their own business, man, you ain't got time to be in nobody else's business. Guys, I work for myself. I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning every day, 3 a.m., 3 o'clock in the morning. I go to bed about 9 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock. My days are long, and I'm moving from the time I get up, from the time I go to sleep. Like this is leisure time for me, Sonya. And guess what? My beliefs aren't in the church. My beliefs, I don't put my faith in the church or the preacher or man. I keep my faith in God. Now when it comes to church, when it comes to church, when it comes to church, I go to church to hear other people's perspective. Because you can't tell me how to live my life. I've been living my life for 48 years. Actually 49 years, because it's been 49 years today. Tomorrow will be, I'll be 49 years old and 1 day old. But today really makes 49 years. Chloe, no, I didn't judge people. I enforced the law. That's a lie. See, and you just judged me. So you really don't know what you're talking about. But you know what? I give you grace because you not know what you speak about. And there's a saying. It's a saying. Never assume anything because it makes an ass out of yourself. Never assume. If you want to know, ask. I'm over here, man. I'll answer any question that you guys want to know. But you don't ever have to assume. Assuming not only makes you look bad, but assuming will also make you have the wrong answer 9 out of 10 times. Something that I tell people, I literally tell people this, man, whoever comes into my life, you know, friend, foe, family, and I always tell them this. I said, it's gonna be a time where something is gonna happen and you're not gonna have all the facts about something that has to do with me. I said, but you should give me the benefit of the doubt and not assume and judge me on a negative way, because you're always going to be wrong. It's probably some type of miscommunication or something that you don't know. So instead of assuming, you can always ask me, and now you have the answer. Because I'm somebody, man, look, I keep it 1,000 like this $1,000 bill tattered across my chest. I'm all about the truth. That's how deeply I believe in telling the truth and keeping it 1,000. Well, and Darren, and what we do, we're not judging good characters. What we're doing is we have discernment. Discernment and judging someone is something different. It's not for me to say, hey man, that dude over there, man, you know, he shouldn't be doing this. Nah, I don't move like that. Now, my thing is, if I see somebody moving wrong, I might go up and talk to them and say, hey brother, do you know God? Do you know who Jesus is? Um, and I just want you to know that I see the way that you're moving. And if you probably keep moving the same way that you're moving, you could end up in trouble. Now that's a whole different way of speaking to somebody. I didn't judge him. I just told him, hey, what you doing it might get you caught up. But I'm not saying, yeah, you about to get your ass sent to jail. That's judging. That's not for me to do that. That's that man's life or that woman's life. Because at the end of the day, I only have to explain to him what I did. You only got to explain to him what you did. He ain't going to ask you what the man on the corner did. He ain't going to ask you what your mom... Say you're not speaking to your parents, right? Here's a big one. Say you are not speaking to your parents for whatever reason, okay? You're supposed to honor your parents no matter what they do. You are supposed to honor your parents. And a disobedient child days will be short. So now, let's say you not messing with your parents. You being disrespectful to your parents. You die today. Jesus is going to ask you, why were you disrespectful to your parents? And I can tell you right now, when you open up your mouth and say, well, because they did this, this, and that to me, you're probably going to be the one that's going to be judged the wrong way. Because no matter what your parents do, they gave you life. You're supposed to, I ain't telling you you're not supposed to kiss anybody's ass and be a doormat because you're a spiritual person, but you are supposed to always honor your parents, no matter what. It didn't say only honor your parents under certain circumstances. It didn't say that. It says you honor your parents. Right on, Jason. Joe T. Nah, for real, I believe that, and we should. But it's also a good point to point out certain wrongs and righteous judgments. All right, yeah, Joe T. Joe T. Let me pin your comment. Exactly. It's cool, and it's cool to see. That's what I'm saying. It's a difference between, hey man, I'm trying to point out something, tell you that you moving wrong, than judge somebody. Because you know what? I learned half these people that's moving wrong, seriously, some of them just don't know. Some of them just don't know. Like they really don't even know they moving wrong. They don't even know they moving wrong. They have no idea. So it was a time when I was younger, when I used to judge people, before I got into my spiritual side, I was like, man, look at this motherfucker, man. Why are they doing that shit? Do you know how stupid that shit look? Do you know he got to be a dummy? Why the fuck would he do that? Well, then I learned that people are just being who they are. They're being who they are. See, everybody don't know how to go to like an expensive restaurant and know which silverware to use when you got two sets of silverware. I can't knock somebody's head down because of that. They just don't know. I can't go and see somebody, when I see people sipping wine and I see women sipping wine and, they have their wine glass and they're holding their glass they're holding the round part, making their wine warm. Well, I don't judge them. It's just the fact they don't know they're supposed to hold it by the stem of the glass. They don't know that they're supposed to swirl it around a little bit and smell it and taste it a little bit before they gulp it down. Well, I know better. They don't know the etiquette, so I can't knock them for it. All I could do is try to show you something better. Now, if it lands on fertile ground, it does, and if it don't, it don't. But all I'm here for is to pass on the message that God has given to me. Hey, Sonya, it's all the same. Stealing, murder. Biblically, it even tells you in the Bible, if a man is hungry, you can go find this yourself. If a man is hungry, it says you can go basically go steal your ass something to eat. But if you get caught, you are to pay it back sevenfold. Sevenfold. You're supposed to pay that back. So when I tell y'all my favorite number is 7, it's been my favorite number since I was a little itty bitty 4, 5 years old. 7 has been my favorite number. When I played baseball, that's Mickey Mantle's number, 7. 777. It wasn't just until the last few years that I realized how much spiritual I had inside of me to know. I didn't find out that until a couple years ago that 7 was God's favorite number. 7 is the number of completion. And then to even get into numerology, period, itself, my number, man, I'm a 9. My number is 9. So if you're into numerology, I'm a number 9. I'm a whole different breed. So I challenge you guys to go get into a little bit of numerology and see what your number is. Penny Humphreys, that is awesome. I believe in, guys, don't look at me crazy, guys. I believe in supernatural experiences. Let me tell you guys another story, man. Let me tell you guys, Jesus had help. Hey, Darren, he did. He did. See, guys, I'm loving this chat. I'm loving this chat. Have you noticed that give me some 7s, people. How many times have you ever heard them talk about the child Jesus, the 10-year-old Jesus? The 5-year-old Jesus that wouldn't listen to his parents, the 10-year-old Jesus that probably, might have stole a loaf of bread. See, they only talk about the prophet. But remember, Jesus was born. He was born as a man. His ass got in trouble too, but you won't hear them, you will not hear them preach about that in any church, about the negative things that he did, because Jesus was a kid too. And every kid has done some wrong, but you won't hear him speak about that. They're only going to speak about the adult version, when he became a savior, when he healed people. But he was a child just like everybody else and had to grow up. No, I've never was a gangster. Bandolero once, bro. I've never been in the gang. Never been in the gang. Thank you, TFM. Their mindset are changed. When's your birthday, Darren? Kyle, I don't look for men, but what I look for in man is their character, the way you treat me. If you stand on your principles, man or woman, that's what determines if I'm gonna deal with you, how you treat yourself, how you treat others, and if you keep your word to yourself. I don't sit around people, man, who always got something to say and talk about what they doing and don't follow through. I ain't with that shit. I'm not with people who backbite. I'm not with people who stay in other people's business, pillow talking. That's how it is with me. Life on wheels, be blessed too. Yeah, Sonya, discernment is hella important. Like, hey, Darren, it's okay, bro. You got grace, man. We not tripping over here, man. That's what I try to tell you. People are not used to people have, man. I'm truly somebody who have grace, man. You're not gonna make me upset. I want everybody to be better. I try to do my part. See, like I said, if God took me right now, I could say, you know what? I'm sitting up here trying to pass on this word to a lot of great people here, like you asked me to do. Now, what you do with it is on you. What's up, Ronnie? Top of it. Forgiveness. Forgiveness. Forgiving someone is the hardest thing in the world to do, man. There's a book, y'all, called The Art of Forgiveness. The Art of Forgiveness. And forgiving someone is the hardest thing to do, but that's what you need to do. Guys, I saw a couple videos. Just like there's a heaven, there is a hell. Just like you have people who have, let's say, been in comas, or let's just say something traumatic happened to them and they died for a little while. They flatlined for a little while, and then let's say they flatlined for a little while, and then they came back. I could show you guys videos of people who actually went to hell, and they described hell. And these people don't even know each other. How could they describe hell the same way? Unless they actually was there for a short while, and then they came back. But I tell you what, let me see. Get a job too, man. What's wrong with you, bro? Let me get your energy up out of here. We don't have that kind of energy in here. Get a job too. I do not keep that kind of energy up in here. Yeah, Sonya ran off to the synagogue without his parents knowing. And he said he was being about his father's business. He did a lot of things, but people are not going to talk about that part. So what I'm saying is, because we were made in the image of him, understand, you're going to sin, people. You're going to sin. Okay, Phoenix, you had a near death. And some people have. You guys can pull it. Listen, if you think I'm lying, God, what I want you to do, nah, Dax, nah, don't believe everything I see on the internet. But guess what? Man, I've been to school for this shit, man. Got a degree in psychology and all that shit. There are some people that tell their story that really got a story, and and when you hear them tell their story, you know they're telling the truth. Certain shit you can't make up. Like matter of fact, I'm gonna share something else with y'all. I'm gonna share another true supernatural story with you. My father's 72 years old. My mother died first, and my father got remarried. His wife died a year into their marriage from ALS. They were in North Carolina. Okay, his wife passed away. His second wife. Now she's dead. She had a little van. She had a van that she drove because she had to put. My father used to have to put her wheelchair inside of her van. It wasn't nothing fancy, smancy. It was just a van. It didn't have no remote start. None of that shit. Okay. So as we're sitting there, me, him, and a neighbor in North Carolina, this is after she passed away, we're standing in the driveway talking, just having a conversation. The van starts up. The van starts up. The van cranks up and starts. And the van runs for like 2 minutes. And the neighbor's like, "Would you just start the van?" My dad said, "No, the keys are in the house. Ain't no remote start on this van. It was just a regular old van." That van started and it ran for 2 minutes on its own. I was there, my dad was there, and one of her neighbors was there across the street after she passed away. Now, I don't know who started the van, but let's just say the van got started. And to me, I felt that was a way that she was telling him that she was okay. See, the more you get into this thing with your discernment, the more you get into your discernment, the more clarity you have, the more connected you are with this the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Man, you see things. You have to be careful for what you ask for, because you might have the ability to see demons. And if you can see demons, they can see you. You might ask to be shown something. Lord, can you please give me a sign? And what you see might scare the hell out of you. So you got to be careful what you ask for. Darren, facts. Satan does have a lot of names. Got to be careful what you ask for, man. Cricket, people get possession, material gain, and think they got some gain to give you type of shit. Annoying. Sound like a bunch of social climbers to me. What do you mean? What do you mean, Cricket Wireless? I don't understand. Now, I get what you're saying. Are you referring to us in this chat? Tell us what you're referring to, please. Oh, yeah, Darren, man, I'm always going to give the truth, bro. I don't get, like I told you, you see this $1,000, this is a $1,000 bill right here, tatted across my chest. Man, I keep it 1,000. Coach, one stack, like a stack of money, 1,000. That's all we giving on this channel over here. Inside her eyes. Amen. The Bible calls people with the gift of spiritual sight seers. Yes. And I'm going to tell you, I'm one of them. I'm a chosen one. I'm going to come out and say it. I am a chosen one. I see shit. I see right through people. If I go somewhere and I want to sit off in the corner by myself, I can't go nowhere without somebody approaching me saying, "Oh, you got a light around you," and want to have a conversation and want to tell me about their problems, or just wanting to be in my energy. I am definitely a chosen one. I don't let people touch me. I don't let people touch me and pray over me, depending on who you are. I will not touch your altar. I will not even touch you. I don't even do all this handshaking and fist bumping, because that's how bad energy is transferred, people. And when you are chosen one, man, life is a lot harder for the chosen, for those who embrace it. Because being chosen, you deal with a lot of other people's problems. You know how to fix a lot of other people's shit. But then you got your own problems too. But God is not going to give you these big ass shoulders if you can't carry it. Sonya, thank you. I'm definitely am a chosen one. Before I even knew what that was, people, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. Before I even knew what that was, people have told me my entire life that I was special. Didn't know what that was. You know, then people start telling me maybe 10, 12 years ago, you're a chosen one. Didn't know what that was. I'm being honest with you. I'm being honest with you. I started my real walk. Like I always went to church, but I started my real walk with Christ 8 years ago. And it started off with learning how to forgive. It started off with learning how to forgive. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give y'all another personal story about forgiveness. When I learned how to forgive, the last Friday before Mother's Day in May made 8 years that I accepted Christ, and I learned how to forgive, and I really started taking my spiritual journey, because that day was a Friday, and I'll never forget. I'll never forget. I was in a very dark place. Oh, right on, Darren. I was in a. It's like when I asked during Freemasonry, and when I didn't, my words changed on me. Like when it was weird to me. Uh, well, when you're a traveling man, that's a whole different conversation, and that's all I'll say about that. When you are a traveling man, things are a little bit different, and that's all I can say about that. Cricket. Inside her eyes. Exactly. We do walk alone. Go look at my man. I'm always by myself because people vibrate at a different type of level. Okay. And so at this point in my life, being chosen, you can't even be around me. Like I can't even stand to be around people unless you are a part of. Look at that, Darren. Now there you go. Let's keep that. Let's keep that part up out of here, Darren. Let's keep that up out of here. Let's keep that out of here. Because that right there, being a traveling man, got a whole lot to do with what Diddy's going through. So we definitely gotta keep that up out of here. And it is. But let me see. Yeah, chosen ones, man. We don't. What's up, Mary? We don't have any. We don't carry friends and have friends like that. Like, if you're not a part of my purpose, you can't be around me. If you're not a part of uplifting me and pushing me to the next level, you can't be around me. You can't. And it ain't you, it's me. Because it drags me down. It takes my energy. I only try to put myself around other chosen ones or people who are about my divine purpose. And divine purpose is some. Yes, it's a lonely world, man. If you don't know how to keep your mind occupied. So what I tell you guys to do, man, an idle mind is the devil's playground. When you start having that idle mind and you find yourself bored, maybe going through a little bit of depression, man, start listening to God's word. You start getting in that Bible. You start, having the right conversations with people. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what the devil don't like. Thank you, Sonya. Thanks for tapping in. Thank you for joining. Sonya, I appreciate that. And what I'm going to do for my members only section, because I have a very, very interesting story, people. Like I said, and I've been asked to speak on different platforms, but I won't. It has to be the right platform. I'm not even gonna really get deep into my platform because I would have to get interviewed. But my story, no cap, as y'all say it, is some shit that they would make a movie about. It's some shit they would make a TV series about. because it's not too many people who's in law enforcement. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, my dad is ex-law enforcement too. 32 years. 32 years law enforcement. So being in law enforcement from 17 to 30, being a cadet, a corrections officer, a police officer, a field training officer, a detective in different bureaus, involved in 2 shootings, taking 2 lives, being a D boy, a damn good one at that, pimping hoes, cross country. Yeah, I did all of that. Being delivered by God 8 years ago from all of that. And saying that I would never touch it again is a very, very interesting story. But for my members, I'm going to start leaving you guys some videos of the story, the testimony of what I did in law enforcement, why I left law enforcement, how I got into the streets, what I experienced when I was in the streets, why I know a lot of these drugs that people are using, like these like I'll use Diddy for example. Diddy's using this crystal methamphetamine, which is something that a lot of these entertainers are using. Why that methamphetamine is so linked to the rainbow activity, to the gay activity, because I slung it, had plenty of it. I was what you call a plug. I was getting 50 keys a week of that clear stuff. That was just that 50 keys a week, cartel plug, having it my way like Burger King. And I can really tell you guys why I left the streets, what I did in the streets. Now I'm not proud of anything I did in the streets, but I'm definitely proud of how I did it, And when you see how I did it, it really was some ingenious shit. I could sell anything. Oh no, no, it is. Hey Darren, it is. It's a gay drug. I try not to use that word because I don't want to offend nobody on here because I have a project coming out for the rainbow community. Hey, Sonya, thank you, sweetheart. Tap out. Hey man, hey, let God have his hands wrapped around you and bless you with some traveling grace that you get to your destinations. You don't want these glasses, man. These is just some little buy one, get one free from readers and blue light glasses from damn Walgreens. These are just readers, bro. That's all these are. That's all these are readers. Some readers. Oh no, I ain't harassing nobody. Yeah, man. Once you put them on, you can't take them off. It's hard. Have you ever seen they live? Who's live cricket? Who's live cricket? The Bronx. Okay, Sonya. Hope that weather don't hit y'all too bad, cause y'all be having way too many hurricanes down there. Okay, God, now comes the time. Now comes the time because I was in law enforcement. I was in the streets. This is inside her art. Thank you. The DL culture is something cold. And God, the DL culture, man, is so cold because being in the streets. But first of all, I had a friend when I was one of my good friends, one of my good high school friends. When I was about 24, 25, he was participating with that stuff. I used to be a big ass square. I was a ladies man. I was about the ladies. I wasn't a bit more concerned with, you know, drugs or any of that shit. And plus I was a cop. So, thank you and a happy birthday. And, thank you, Ronnie. I appreciate that. I was about the ladies. I had never even seen methamphetamine, never heard about it, even though I was a cop. You remember, you got to come across stuff. See, that's where y'all be thinking that all the cops that you see in the world, that they the smartest people in the world, and they not. You only know what you experience. And at that time, I'd never even seen methamphetamine. Heard about it, but never seen it, never touched it, didn't know nothing about it. Well, I had a good friend of mine who, while I'm off sitting in my academies, doing my thing and doing my training, Well, he was using that drug, and he started messing with men, and he contracted HIV. And so now I didn't know any of this. I hadn't seen him in a couple years. And when I did see him, he had all these sores all over his body. If y'all remember the Black Panther, and when Michael B. Jordan had all those little sores on, those little scars on him. Well, my friend had all of these all over his body, but they were black scabs, even on his lips, his eyelids, everywhere, all over his whole, just dots, scabs, lesions. Well, he told me, thank you, Justin, I appreciate you, thank you. He told me that when I saw him, he said, man, I got a real bad case of the chicken pox that affect me from the inside out. Well, the thing is, I've never had the chicken pox, so I have no choice but to believe him, right? So now, maybe about a month later, I need to bring him some money. I need to bring him a couple dollars, man. He was doing bad. So when I seen him again, we talked. Long story short, we talked, we reminisced, we drank, gave him some money. And he said, man, I'm going to start this job tomorrow, man. Thank you for the money. If the Lord say the same, I'm going to, go get this job tomorrow. Well, they called me 2 hours later and said that he passed away. They said he had a really bad headache and passed away. Well, what did he pass away from? God. He passed away. He had an aneurysm. So this was said on his death certificate because I paid for half the damn funeral. I saw the death certificate. It said it has your primary reason why you pass away, which was aneurysm. Well, the secondary reason was an aneurysm. The primary reason, it said full-blown AIDS. It said full-blown AIDS. That's what it said, full-blown AIDS, from messing with this methamphetamine, people. It's a gay drug. Look, this was my thing. This is why I got out of the game. It was because of that. And I was making a lot of money. Because at this time, man, I'm getting so much of it. Shit, a pound might cost me. When if I'm getting 50 keys a week, a pound wasn't even costing me $1,000. Once I shipped that shit to Louisiana, that was $12,000. 12,000. Once it got over there, oh yeah. When you flood that shit to another state back then, I stopped 8 years ago. Statute of limitations gone. Man, that shit, that same pound is $12,000 out there. 13,000 on the East Coast. And this is hell. But what I like to do, at the end of my chat is I like to give you guys a story and you guys can pick. Do you want to hear a story from law enforcement? You want a law enforcement story? Or do you want a story from the streets? I let you guys pick. This is what I do at the end of all my chats. I let you guys pick. You want a true law enforcement story? Could be sad, could be funny, could be, or do you want something from the streets? I am gonna look it up, Darren. Let me see what everybody's saying. Let me see what y'all want today. We about even right now. The streets is winning. I just gave 2 supernatural stories. Streets. Okay, well, we got the streets. Okay. If you watch football, throw a 7 up in the air. If you watch football, if you like football, throw a 7 up in the air. True story. 777. All right. If you guys remember when the Denver Broncos won the Super Bowl, Throw a seven up in there. The last time they won a Super Bowl, throw a seven up in there. If you remember the last time the Broncos won the Super Bowl, because here's the thing, I had a chance, with my petty mind, I was gonna rig the Super Bowl, and I'm gonna tell you how I was gonna do it too. Sevens, y'all remember that? Okay. So here we go. Broncos is going to the Super Bowl. Keep that in mind. Broncos is going to the Super Bowl. I'm in the streets doing what I'm doing, right? Now, I told you guys, when you use that methamphetamine, bro, that's a gay drug. That's a gay drug. It's a gay drug. Well, I got a client. The way the story go, had a white client, white couple, right? This dude, man, real swole dude. He was in charge of the union. He was actually in charge for putting a pipeline down the middle of the country, down the Mississippi River. And his wife was like one of them model white wives, like 6 feet tall, real thin, fake breasts. It really used to fuck me up because I used to see him at the gym, y'all. I used to see him at the gym, and I used to visit their house. Sometimes the most I came to their house was 8 times. I seen them 8 times in one day. And we talking like when I would see them, they gonna spend $700-800 with me every time I see them. So this is like an everyday thing. So when people are on that methamphetamine, y'all, see, this is what you're gonna get in my members area. You're gonna get stories like this, that I can actually don't have to censor it, and I can tell you exactly what it is. This is what's gonna be in my member section. So you got methamphetamine makes you want to have sex. So now if you are a man and you with your woman and you take that stuff, it's gonna make y'all hump like rabbits. Okay? It's gonna make you hump like rabbits. But if you are a man and you're with other men doing it, it's gonna make you do some gay things. So every time I used to come to these people's house, right, they would be playing their home videos of his wife with 2 or 3 black dudes that was like with gas pumps. I'm gonna call it a gas pump, this big. I mean, tearing his wife apart, right? She got 2, 3 of them at a time, and he's sitting in the bed next to him doing his thing. Well, they introduced me to a client, a black client, because we talking about the Super Bowl, right? They introduced me to a black client. Well, after I do a little business with him, this black client introduces me to a white couple, another white couple. He said that this lady was the soccer mom for his team. This is out here in Las Vegas, y'all. So, like I told you, I used to go to their house, and I would, when people use that narcotic, they like to play porn. So this particular time when I got to their house, this particular time, they was playing some porn. And they had my black client was sitting in the middle, just like this. Look, he's sitting in the middle. He got the guy's wife over here on this side, over here. The man is sitting right here. As they're smoking, passing it around, smoking it. Well, both of them, it's a video now. Both of them proceeded to start, right? Both of them. You can see his face and everything. And I know y'all wondering what this has to do with the Super Bowl. Keep on listening. Keep watching. Well, now, a little while later in the video, the white guy, the husband, he gets on all fours. And the black dude gets up, right? And he's erect. The eggplant is rock hard. So the guy's wife goes and gets some baby oil, some Astroglide, and puts it on the dude. No condom, and helped insert this inside of her husband, raw. And I mean, he banging it like, when I tell you, man, he was back there. I'm talking about to completion, to where It looked like a milkshake ran out of this man when he was done, okay? I tried to buy this tape because I'm going to tell you who this dude was. His brother played linebacker, was the starting linebacker, one of the starting linebackers for the Denver Broncos, and they was from Las Vegas. So in my mind, I wanted to buy that tape so that I could go to that person who played for the Broncos and get me about $50,000 to $100,000, or make a play to say, hey, I'm gonna expose this tape of your brother who looks just like you and his name if I don't get X, Y, and Z. But they would not sell me the tape. They wouldn't sell me the tape. And when I tell this story in my memory, oh, no, Mr. Rip, I'm looking at it because I'm finna buy it. It ain't like I'm getting off on it. It's just so quick. Like you're there doing business, bro. When you're there doing business, you ain't rushing nobody. You got people that want to say, here, let me try this. I want to sample this, but this is going on. But yeah, hell yeah, I'm looking because this is my client, right? And hell yeah, I want to know what my clients are into. So I'm like, damn, old boy he like this, because I already knew who his brother was. I knew that his brother was a starting linebacker for the Denver Broncos, and they was playing in the Super Bowl the next week, in 2 weeks. They had just got their ticket to the Super Bowl. So the Super Bowl was in 2 weeks. So hell yeah, I'm watching the video because dude, his brother was a starting linebacker and his brother owns a restaurant out here. So hell yeah, I was watching the tape because I wanted to buy the tape, because I'm looking at it as a money move. Man, I'm finna sell this tape. I'm finna go to dude who play for the Broncos, who they about to be in the Super Bowl, and I'm finna get me some money. They would not sell me the tape. So this when I talk about down low men, guys, they not using no protection. They blowing these dudes' backs out, right? And they coming home and they sleeping with a woman and passing on these diseases, people. And in my members only area, I'm going to tell the story, and I'm going to tell you who it was. I'm going to tell you who it was. I won't throw it out here in the open. I will throw it in my members only section of who it was. But this is the kind of shit you're going to get in my members only section. You're going to get real true stories about when I was an officer, when I seen people take this and blow their noodles out. You're going to hear about the infants who I came in and their whole head was sitting over there on the wall because their parents was having a dispute, and since daddy couldn't have a baby, he took the whole baby's head and put it over there, and then he took his own life, and he's sitting here holding a baby with no head. You're going to hear about the people who got hung. You're going to hear about the person who jumped off the stratosphere that I saw. You're going to hear about the pedophiles that I had to encounter. You're going to hear about the people in the streets that when I had to go drop certain shit off, of how I seen 2-3 men that I personally know in the bed doing what they do, messing with this methamphetamine. You're going to hear all of that shit uncut. And of course, you're going to hear a lot of spiritual stuff. Ronnie, Elway wasn't the quarterback the last time the Broncos won the Super Bowl. This is the last time the Broncos won the Super Bowl. He wasn't the quarterback then. And if you do your research and you go find a black linebacker, starting linebacker, that played for the Broncos the last time they won the Super Bowl, that is from Las Vegas, Nevada, you'll know who I'm talking about. Oh yeah, insider eyes. I ain't got no reason to lie. Like I said, listen, let me tell you guys something before I dip up out of here. When I jumped in the streets, the first thing it was crystal. And when 10 people would ask me for something in particular, when 10 people would ask me, that's when I would find something new. So when 10 people ask me for that stuff that you up your nose, well, I went and found it because I got 10 clients. The next thing came, they wanted that stuff that they wanted it hard. So I asked the same person who I got it from to show me how to cook it. Well, when people wanted that stuff that you can inject inside of your thing, I found that too. I had the pills. I had the greenery. The only thing that I wasn't messing with was PCP, angel dust as y'all call it. But I was a one-stop shop for 5 years, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 20 minutes or less. So, guys, so that's it, man. I just wanted to share that with you guys. Hey, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and Darren, and I'm going to tell you, Darren, everything, what I did was wrong, bro. What I did was wrong. But the way I did it, man, you got to go to my members area, man. It's some ingenious shit. I learned how to advertise, just like no different than Nike learned how to advertise and anybody else. I learned how to advertise work and became very successful. But other than that, guys, I want you guys to know, I want you guys to have I didn't. You guys will know why I got out of the game. I've said it on many of my lives, but I'm going to put that in my members only group of why I got out. I walked away and gave all my work away. And I told the good Lord I'd never touch that shit again. Hey, Vegas Brown, you're pretty smart. It was his little brother, bro. It was his little brother. It was his little brother. Vegas Brown, it was his little brother that was on the tape. Now, there you go. It was his little brother. It was his little brother. I bullshit you not. If y'all think now, ain't no way I could make this shit up right off the top of my head. See, you only gonna get true content over here, man. You only gonna get true content over here. It was his little brother. You damn right it was. And I ain't gonna say his first name because, and then just before I end this, that's so you know his little brother was heavy into the church. Wife at home, kids at home. And I'm talking about, man, he blowing this white dude's back out. Do you hear me? Oh no, I'm telling the truth. Oh, I'm telling the truth. They wouldn't sell me the tape. I tried to buy that tape. The people wasn't selling it. They wasn't selling it. But guys, y'all know what, man? My time is up. I got to get ready for church. So guys, if you tapped in, man, thank you. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Hit a button. Hit the notification bell so y'all know when I'm going live. Because I go live in the mornings. I go live at the gym. I go live at night. But other than that, man, I want you guys to have a blessed day. I want all of you guys, man, to make sure you get to all your destinations safe. Keep your head on a swivel because there's a whole lot going on in this world right now. I love you guys. You have a blessed day.